Today's khutbah is a very timely khutbah. I'm going to break it up into 3 parts, inshallah. The first part had to deal with a question that was asked of the Sheikh, which put him in a very uncomfortable position, and it's very timely, having to do with youth, misguided youth who are leaving the country and going overseas to conduct military jihad. Now, very important, because as you know, we lost a young man very recently. There's been some media response to that. And I'm providing today, inshallah, with the Sheikh's permission, an interpretation of his khutbah, not a translation. An interpretation, because recently myself with a bunch of other youth leaders and middle-aged people like myself have been working to put together something to deal with radicalization in North America and the effects of radicalization as it's exported to the Middle East. Sheikh Samir says this, and he said this to this young man: you are here in Canada, in a country of peace, where you must continue to live in peace and spare your jihad to that of taking care of yourself, your deen, and your family and your parents. Leave that jihad there, but you can still deny, you can still object, you can still reject the oppression and the killing of these leaders in the Middle East, but you don't have to go there and affect your life here. Because as you know, Ikhwan, as you know, post 9/11, we have been living in a very sensitive era. Right now there's a debate in Parliament. I'm an immigration lawyer, and there's a debate in Parliament now to change the Citizenship Act so that if you are engaged in terrorism, even if you're born here, like me, you will lose your citizenship. It's no longer a birthright if you engage or suspect to be engaged in an act of terror. The second part of the khutbah, as we're running out of time, has to deal with the potential of Calvary to be a leader for the rest of the world and the rest of Canada first. And getting back to the first theme, Sheikh Samir, may God bless him and his humility and his recognition of the need for the khutbah to be understood by everyone, not only in the language of Jannah, but in English for the people who don't speak Arabic. But inshallah, we'll all learn Arabic beyond the Quran and understand each other, inshallah. We need to nurture the development of young men in Canada and North America to understand the deen so that they can provide khutbahs in Arabic and English and Urdu and other languages, and also deliver it with the nuance that is required of the understanding of life here in the Occident as opposed to life in the Orient, because there's a different mentality in North America that only people who have lived here for a long time can understand. And this way, when someone learns it and understands the nuance, you'll be able to deliver the message of Islam with that North American nuance. And getting back to potential, we should have here a Dar al-Fatwa, an actual place where we can clearly, methodically, carefully, strategically issue fatwas based upon Ahl al-Ilm, people who understand Islam, and then we're able to then provide a clear, consistent, universal position on issues that affect our life here and issues that affect our brothers and sisters overseas. This is very, very important. So the themes again for the youth, this is really directed to the youth. Please, young men and women, but especially the young brothers, if you feel lonely, if you feel isolated, if you're angry and upset, that is not the way. Not only will it affect your life and your parents and your brothers and sisters, but it affects us all here in Canada, because your actions have repercussions on us. Because we are already in the dark zone, and we're going deeper and deeper into the dark zone, where we can become confident leaders and provide institutions and build institutions. And Sheikh Samir talks about fan al-idarat al-hayat, building a systematic administration that will inform our daily lives. I hope that I have translated or at least interpreted most of Dr. Samir's khutbah, and may Allah forgive me if I've forgotten anything. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Barakallahu feek.